Alright, so this is an update video on this New Holland 327 manure spreader that I've been overhauling, rebuilding for a guy. The last video was sort of the B4 version, and this is the middle version. So what's been done so far, took the axle out, got it reinforced. I still have to take the wheel bearings off and clean them and repack them. I've got the frame rail patched up, got a new cross member in here, and then I have new side rail inserts cut. This is the one here, 10 foot long. This is for this side, 3/16 plate. It'll go down inside here and make a nice little sandwich on the between the rail and the tin and this new side sheet. So I had to straighten a bunch of these slats. These here, they're all bent. And so yeah, I got one to put in right here, and it was badly bent. It was the one that actually snagged and tore the undercarriage out of the, tore the deck off and tore that back thing off. This is what happens when old guys who never look back run equipment. Something goes wrong and they go half down the field, things running and everything going, and they never look back. So you gotta pay attention and don't wear earmuffs. Listen to what the hell's going on. So anyways, we got her basically ready to bolt these new side plates in. I'll show you the front axle here, sitting out here. I got it reinforced front and back with this angle iron. You can see I got an angle iron here, and it's the same on the other side. So I have to pull these bearings off, repack them, clean them out, repack them with grease. So getting here, going to the back, as you can see, I've got the drive sprocket for the apron chain off, the ratchet mechanism off, and the sprockets were worn right down to 50% of their wear, and one had a broken tooth. So we're gonna put new sprockets on. So I had to get the shaft out, had to get the old sprockets off. So here's the shaft. Let's lay it up here on the vise. This is the drive end. It's still a little warm. This is the drive end. This is where your sprocket goes right here. And then there's a bearing here. And then there's the gear keyed on here. That drives the, you know, it's a ratchet as it goes. So I got to clean this shaft up. This is the other end. This is where the sprocket goes on. This is where the bearing goes. And as you can see, the wear on the shaft right here, considerable wear right where the bearing is, considerable wear here where the bearing goes, very worn. So unfortunately, this spreader, I don't know, this is my own personal opinion. This is the bearing for this side. This is just a steel shaft inside a cast bushing. That's all there is. And you pump it full of grease and that's it. So my personal opinion is that this manure spreader, it's a New Holland 327, built under the auspices of Sperry Rand. I'm going to say this was designed as a cheap throwaway spreader. Use it just as done and scrap it. And like even here, this idler, it was seized. Like there's bronze bushings and there was no way to grease. So you got to be on her all the time with the oil. I had to take that apart, get it apart. It was almost totally seized. Get it apart, clean it all up, grease it, put it all back together. All of these grease fittings are incredibly hard to get at. I had to change 3 grease fittings so far. One was broken off, the others were no good, couldn't get grease in them. Just poorly, cheaply made, in my opinion. Anyways, show you the sprockets here. These are the sprockets that drive the main apron at the back. As you can see, the wear on them is considerable. If you think that this width here between these two little faces here, if you look at this, it's almost completely gone. So it's pretty bad. And this one here, it wore down enough. It's even worn worse. This is the one on the drive, like on the intersection close to the gearing, to the sprocket, to the drive end. So it wore down thin enough that that tooth just gave up the fight and said, I quit. So it just broke off. So yeah, those sprockets need to be replaced. So the owner's gonna source new sprockets there. So this is what's gonna happen. They were a bit of a challenge to get off, but they put some heat to them and they come off all right. So that's the story with the spreader right now. Once we get I gotta go to town, I gotta get bolts. Bolt those side rail panel inserts in on both sides, here and here. Now we gotta get a floor into it. The axle on obviously before that, and get the gearings reached up. So I got a few more days work on this yet here. Gotta make a trip to town, the bolts. Bolts for the floorboards and bolts for the sideboards here. And we gotta wait for the sprockets to come. I'm assuming they're probably not gonna have them in stock at the New Holland dealer. So I'll leave her there for now. It's been a long day. Take care.